All right. Excuse me, Mr. Ghost. Still okay, no. Do I have to actually have it in my hand here? I may have to have it in my hand. Good news! I found a solution to your problem right here. You have? Already? I expected more. I mean, that's some truly splendid news, my worthy descendant. May I see it? Of course. Here. This is a potato. It's sort of the ghost of a potato. I call it a ghostato. I figured that you could solve your hunger problems with this. You expect me to eat this? Yeah, you said you were hungry, right? That should fill your spectral belly. That's not what I meant, you buffoon! Yeah! I was talking about my hunger for the ancient forbidden knowledge of the secrets of life and death. It's not my fault if you like to use convoluted language and expect people to understand what you're saying. You really thought a ghostly apparition materialized in this world to ask you for a potato? Hey now, how was I supposed to know? Considering the local obsession with food, an undead entity looking for a snack pretty much fits right in. And you're a specter, not a ghost. Well, any idiot would have known I wasn't talking literally. And they're the same thing. No, they're not. A ghost has no conscience of its own. It's sort of a memory acting automatically, whereas a specter is a conscious being. You pulled that definition out of your arse. Most people agree that they are interchangeable. Oh, really? I thought that someone so hungry for ancient forbidden knowledge of the secrets of life and death would use a bit more specific terminology instead of basing his lexic on what most people say. So you want to get technical, eh, smartass? If anything, I am a spirit. See? That's more specter-y than ghosty. How do you know all this anyway? I did some studying back home. There is no back home. This is your home. You need to answer to the call of your bloodline. This again. In my undying quest for forbidden knowledge, I was inescapably forced to foolishly unleash unspeakable evil on this victimized land. The Underdigger, a poisonous spawn capable of swallowing a mountain whole, growing wild underneath, relentlessly corrupting the tainted earth with its venomous tentacles. Wait, is that thing some sort of animal? A plant, but not just any meager vegetable. It is a prodigious monstrosity, a macabre spawn heretically brought back from the era of myth. Ah, you mean vines or tendrils or whatever then, not tentacles. And what's with the adjective bombing? Are you trying to impress me? I'm trying to warn you about the dangers of this land so you don't end up getting dragged to a horrible death. But sure, do get lost on technicalities. Be my guest. At least I guess at least you'll die with a smug smile on your face. Point very taken. Please do go on. What else is dangerous around here? Big hunger. I mean, creatures of formidable veracity lurk in this land. Tenor spiders. Implacable predators whose screams of doom will haunt your nightmares. Sounds pretty serious. Worry not. I enslaved them to guard the ruin. They have been magically sustained for decades and bound to an obedience field. They shall only devour those foolish enough to enter the forbidden ruins. And elves, of course. Elves? Yes, elves. What, you're an elf lover? Well, not a lover, just, you know, not a murderer. Elves are evil. We're at war with their damn homogeny for good reason. Thank you. Somebody finally said, elves are evil. Dwarves rule. Elves drool. I'm just saying. Gimli won that contest between him and Legolas fair and square. Just because he did it cooler looking doesn't mean he's better. That's all I got to say about that. The homogeny sucks, true, but they seem to have left us alone for a decade now. The homogeny will come back like they always do. It's been a constant. They want to make us kneel again, like in olden times. If you find an elf in Concordia, he's most likely to be a deserter or someone born here. They still have no damn business for snooping around my property. Post a beware of the spiders sign if you're so worried. Okay, I'll make sure no one gets close to the ruins and no one with pointy ears enters my property. In any case, what's this about the Forbidden Ruins? The object of my obsession lies within. An ancient temple dating from the era of myth, from when Temperus walked among us and lit his flame in the darkness. It is said to hold a gate to the land of the gods, guarded by a dragon. There's a dragon down there? And people are worried about the ghost of an old man? Worry not about the dragon, for the ruins were sealed as I expired my last breath by the same spell that bound my spirit to this world. I see. Very reassuring. And what about the bird? The bird? Yes, that giant chicken that keeps screaming and waking me up from my sleep. I don't know. Must just be a bird. Yeah. Well, it's making my life hell. Do you know how I can get rid of it? Look, that bird is not important. The family curse is what matters. The seal I cast upon my death has kept the ruin free of intruders. But now that you're here, we can get inside. But first, you'll need to recover the Rod of Domination. We are powerless without it. We have a lot to do, my descendant, a lot to do. Yeah, about that. What? I don't think I'm related to you. I just bought this property from a woman I met in Orneus. She seemed very eager to get rid of the place. What? This has to be some sort of mistake. The deed was clear on the urgency of the matter. Well, she very specifically said, "Screw that old bastard." I didn't know what she meant at the time. But my lineage. I'm sorry to hear that, really, but, well, this place is now legally mine, so if you would be so kind as to take your haunting somewhere else, I'd be very grateful. How dare you! I built this place out of nothing! You cannot simply kick me out like some sort of pathetic bum! I'm beyond your comprehension, you hear? I defeated death itself! Leave this place now, or you'll wish you'd never been born. You are powerless against my undying wrath. Please don't burn the painting. It was all a misunderstanding. I'm a good fellow. We can be friends. Yes, friends. Will you drop that tone? Yes. And stop using the scary face? Yes. Look, I'm not all that happy about having a specter around, but I'm also not the kind of person who enjoys evicting old people out of their homes. You can stay here if you don't cause any trouble. I'll be good. I'll be good. Fine, then. Maybe we'll be able to do a thing or two about those curses. Perhaps start by getting rid of that demonic geranium and the spider security force? Well, there's nothing we can do about them without the rod of domination. And the one I had was lost long ago. I thought you knew about it the first time we spoke, but instead you came back with an undead potato. Try to think of something then, but I definitely won't be the guy who walks around the town asking for a rod of domination. Yes, God forbid anyone thought you might be a strange person. Oh my God, I love this game. Oh, I need some coffee. Oh, how can you not love this game? Anyway, let's head on downstairs. Let's look at our quests here. Prepare to fight Torapio. So we have obtained our chef uniform. We have obtained a special... Oh, I need to get into my uniform. Whoops. Hold on. Gotta get in my chef uniform. Hold a second. There we go. Pop that on. Pop that on. Get a nice little shower going. You know, do the whole thing. Oh, and Gary has redeemed hydrate. So everybody take a moment and hydrate. Thank you very much. Thank you for keeping me hydrated. All right, so I have... So what is this for? Yeah, see, I just... For whatever reason, that's there, but I can't do anything with it. All right, so I have my chef outfit on. I kind of think I should be cooking something right now. That's a lot of experience there. So maybe I should do that. So, buttons. What shall I cook today? Obviously, I'm not going to cook the potato. That would be a bad thing. And we don't want to cook the rice because the ghost-tato synergizes exceptionally well with rice. Maybe we should just stick to our standard tomato, potato, carrot combination. Why not? So, bounce, bounce, stir that up, bounce, bounce, stir that up. And then we want to combine with tomato because the potato combines with the tomato. So, tomato. And do that and stir, bounce, bounce, stir, bounce, bounce, stir. All right, and then throw in the potato. And then stir, bounce, bounce, stir, 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 bounce, bounce, and serve. You know, I guess I should have been... Maybe I should have thrown in that sauce just to add in some more points to this. I can come over here, eat a little something. I should gain a ton of points. I should definitely go to level 7 here. Cool. I don't seem to have actually gained anything from that, but okay. All right, so let's go back over to here. Let's fill up what stuff we are missing. For example, 2 potatoes. Actually, I'm about to go and fight a potato battle. So maybe it would be a good idea if I carried more potatoes. Like that, maybe. Yeah. And then we'll come over here. Let's grab the carrot. Got enough apples. I grab my tomatoes. And my 2 tomatoes. All right. Yeah, we can just go ahead and let all that grow out for a little while. Now, she said no meat. She definitely said do not go and do because she doesn't like meat. So let's go ahead and do that. Okay, keep that. Let's go ahead and keep. You know, pop you into existence. Oh, you know what? You need to eat. Let me go ahead and pop over to here. Let's grab another mandragora. I kind of think that I should make 2 of these. I don't know why I think that. I just get the distinct feeling that I should. That I should make 2 of these. So maybe I should wait a little bit and make a second potato? A second ghost potato? I don't know. Just thinking. I'm thinking out loud. Also, I need to make a meal for Birch. Birch is starting to get a little hungry. So how about I hop in here and make him up a little something something. All right. So Birch, what should I make for you today? How about let's just do what I make for myself here. And tomato. All right, and then potato. All right, and serve. All right. Let's go ahead and feed this to our hungry mount here. Hello, how are you today? Get that meal right there. And boom. And here you go, Barch. Barch. Here you go, Barch. I done can talk real good. I'm one of them there good talking fellers. Know what I'm saying? Avern. All right, so now we need to go talk to Mitriel, who is down there. Wait. Oh, no, that's right. Gotta go this way. I really wish that there were a better, like, a better and easier way to go about getting down to where we need to go. This is always so goofy. I hate having to go, like, all the way around here just to go talk to Mitriel. All right. Hello, Mitriel. How are you? I have this... Oh, I need to present her with the right ingredient. Oh, fine. Here. Hey, Mitriel, take a look at this. What? What in the 9 hells is this? It's the essence of a potato. I call it a ghost-tato. How did you get something like that? It's a long story. You think it'll do, though? If he presents something like this and manages to make it taste good, they'll build him a damn statue. Do you think it'll do? A bit extravagant, but it might do the trick, yeah. Great! We can cross this from the list then. And as you can see, I also got myself a fancy uniform. I see. Is that all you managed to get? What, you think it needs more glitter or something? You know, for a person who calls himself Zest, you ain't exactly a fountain of pizzazz. Well, I guess names don't necessarily go with personality. Looks like it. I mean, your name ain't Biltong, but you're sure are jerky as hell. I guess I don't get that reference. Hey! I'm helping you out of the kindness of my heart, remember? Out of remorse, you mean? It's the same. It's not the same at all. Anyway, this will have to do. We can cross this one off the list. Neat. I suppose so. But don't get cocky. You have no idea what you're stepping into. I have an idea, yes. The Orc Mafia wants to deep fry me in oil. I'm just trying to keep my spirits up. There are worse things than La Orxa Nostra. Wow, that's going to be hard to say. It's a blasted cooking contest, Mitriel. It's not like I'm facing a doomsday cult. Unless, of course, you are. Council of Despair. The meeting begins. First point of the day, let us give a big thank you to Isferato for getting us these brand new headquarters. Even if something needs to be done about the current decoration. You wanted a tower, I got us a tower. It was cheap after the previous owners left. And why would they leave such a charming place? Some kid slayed their dark whatever and their plot was foiled. Their loss, our gain. Just be happy that you didn't have to get your delicate elven hands dirty by cleaning up the severed tentacle mess, Aldebner. Oh yes, certainly. Your orcish hands are more suited for more brutish tasks of this kind. You win this one! That will be enough regarding the tower. Let's get through today's stuff. Any news? Oh, excuse me. All this, like, gravelly talk is kind of agitating my throat a little. Bitong is a form of dried, cured meat that originated in southern African countries. Oh, so it's a type of jerky. Oh, okay, cool. I like that. That's funny. Wow, Kriz. Gosh. Well, the mages have a new special dish this week. Something about changing hair color when eating it. Hair color? They're running out of ideas. The levitation dessert was amusing, but they're stretching the shenanigans a bit too much lately. Well, it sounds interesting to me. I'll be covering it. It definitely suits you. Having people focusing on your hair color rather than the actual cuisine. It's called branding, Angra. And some color wouldn't kill you, sweetheart. I could lend you one of my outfits. Maybe that way they'll stop calling you the ghost. Okay, I'm totally gonna be valley girling this girl up. She's giving me the valley, like the whole like ditzy streamer valley girl thing going. I could lend you one of my outfits. Maybe that way they'll stop calling you the ghost. Like the little smarmy, you know, girl fashion YouTuber who thinks she's all that in a can of beans. So, I don't know. You keep dressing like that, disrespecting the outfit for show. You're not even a chef. At least we have something in common. Oh! What was that? Well, I must say it's been a slow week. Same old leagues, same old restaurants. Most interesting thing I've heard is that Chef Bolton managed to improve the jiggliness of his melon jelly recipe by 300%. Jiggling melons? Really? That is very last decade, and yet still very popular. People seem to like it. Of course they do. Other than that, the leagues are proceeding as usual. No events except for some newcomer who challenged Torpillo, and some say there's been a sighting of a sea monster inside of the security perimeter. What did you say? Don't worry, they're just rumors. I don't think any monster would... Not that! A newcomer challenging Torpillo? Who? Some nobody who came from abroad. Now that's interesting! I don't see how. Torpillo will crush the poor lad, Mal. It's an epic story unfolding. More like a tragedy striking. Still a story, Angra. You know, I kind of did that wrong. I keep changing her voice around. I need to do that right. And in the right hands, it might prove to be a very powerful one. So, I'm ready? Looks like you are. You only need to talk to Bosco at the culinarium stand, and he will set it all into motion. Everything else depends on you. Neat. Any final advice? Make sure you bring a lot of high-quality ingredients, and plan ahead. I can tell you that it will be a 3-dish contest. If I know Torpillo, he will cook very vigorous dishes. I wouldn't try beating him in this field. What then? Should I focus on more elaborate dishes? Yes. You should have a sauce ready that goes well with sophisticated dishes. Torpillo won't be able to benefit from that, and you'll be able to impress the judge. Keep that in mind when preparing. Got it. Good luck then. And remember, do not mention my name or my help, or they'll disqualify you. This is very against the rules. Okay, so we still don't have an ingredient that has the little gear thing. We need an ingredient that has the gear thing. Well, I mean, there's this, but we need rice to synergize. We need something first to do that. Face Torpillo in combat. Well, okay. Well, before I do that, though, we need to make a couple more sauces, because she was saying it's a 3-dish combat. So clearly, we're gonna need more than one sauce, and maybe a sauce that sabotages vigorous dishes. I don't think they'll let us mix our sauces. I'm pretty sure it's only gonna let us do one sauce at a time. Well, let's see what we've got in terms of mushrooms, and let's see if we can make a couple more sauces. If nothing else, those mushroom sauces are very good for making the sophistication. Okay, that's spirits. That's spirits. Ah, okay. A Chizo sauce makes the judge like sophistication and increases sophistication in subsequent dishes by ×2 will affect the next 2 dishes. So if I start with this, I need to make some rice bechamel sauce. I need milk. That's what we need the cows for. Okay. Gotcha. I'm not entirely sure how to go about doing that, but let's see if we can make that happen. So if we're gonna do this, first of all, let's grab out our... Yeah, I'm actually in the... I'm actually gonna be working on getting some more ghost potatoes, because I'm gonna be gathering up these. So first of all, let's... Oh, hello. Let's grab out our stored up mushrooms. There you go. Boom, boom, boom. That should be enough to make... Actually, that'll make 3 more sauces, but we only need 2. Okay, that's still going. We're still fine for potatoes right now. I don't think I need to worry about that. But it looks like we are going to need some more rice. But it does look like we have it growing, so we're okay in that regard. So we need special dough. How did that special dough go? It was over here in the mixer. Special dough. Carrot and rice. Okay, so I am going to need more rice. No problem. Easy peasy, a lemon squeezy. We can do that. All right, so boom, 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 boom. Kind of tempted to create another rice thing. Like create another rice seed just so I can keep going with this. But I think for now we're fine. Let's see. We need... Okay, so we're only going to need... We need to make rice bechamel, which is going to require the milk. Which is going to require this. All right, let's go grab... Let's go grab one of those... cattle thingies. Cattle summoners. We need evil cows. So that we can get evil milk. Alright, come on over here. And bam. Alright, helped us with the experiment. Yep, thank you, thank you. Alright. I think we only need 1. There we go. We have our cow. The question is, can I just take the milk directly from a cow? The other question is... Oh, wait a minute. I just realized something. Yeah, I was gonna say, we need to build a fence to keep the cow out of the garden. Okay, so let's do fence. Okay, walls. I just need 2 standard wood. How much wood do I currently have? I've made a bunch of planks, thinking that I was gonna need planks, not standard wood. So I may just have to chop down a bunch of trees here. Yeah, I'm gonna need to chop down a bunch of trees. Fine, we can do that. Oh, and I've got plenty of apples if I need them. Okay, let's start with the trees. Let's start with the fence. Let's fence in these cows. Well, single cow. There we go. And let's just create. Let's create. I'm back on the big screen. What do you mean I'm back on the big screen? I don't know what you mean. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Let's start with 10, see what that gets for us. The PC. I'm not sure what you mean. I don't have anything weird going on my thing. I don't know what you mean, Mama Bear. Wooden fence. Let's go. All right, let's go like right like that. She's watching on her. Oh, she's watching on the big screen. Oh, I understand. Okay, sorry, Mama Bear, I didn't understand. There we go. And then, yeah, let's just do one more. All right, and then let's go out like this. All right, that's at least 5. Let's go cut down some more trees. PC is running on everything set up except the camera. Oh, good. Okay, well, I mean, the camera isn't too tough to work with, so that's easily done. Heck, half the time you don't even have your camera running, so you can still stream. And I really do think you should look into animes to create one of those animated tunes. Because I seem to remember seeing a bear. I'm just saying. Oh, inventory's full. Okay. It's free. Animes is free right now. Go on to Steam and type in animes. It is free right now. Grab it while you can. I don't know how much longer it's going to remain free, but it is currently free. All right. I think I'm going to go ahead and put a gate right here. A delightful place to put a gate. Oh, not that. Then we'll put the walls. Come on. There we go. Walls. Come on. Oh, what are we... Dude, I don't know what you're doing here, Birch, but you gotta move. Okay? Get over there. You're hurting my feelings right now. Alright. Walls. Why? Is that going to cause a problem if I do that? And then we'll just put the rest right in here. Oh. Oh, come on. Oh, you're hurting my feelings. Why? Just why? Why? Why do you hurt me? If I put this in here, is the cow going to be blocked? I don't know if it's going to be blocked or not. Okay, what about this? Well, actually, let's just... If I can't get through it, I would think the cow can't. I would think. However, that's a problem. Oh, and Mandragora. So we need at least one more to kind of buff up against that. And then we just have to worry about the cows getting out back there, but I'm pretty sure that that's going to block them out. So, buttons, let's go ahead and go back here. Let's grab out another tree. We just need, yeah, we just need one more tree. It is getting dark. It is getting late. My earpiece is falling out of my ear again. And then we'll come in here, and I'm just going to block that off right there. All right. Walls. I mean, oh. Okay, get some sleep. You know what? That should work. I mean, it should work. I mean, yeah. I mean, I'm slapped up against it. There's no way I can get through it. I'm slapped up against it. I can't get through it. So, in the morning, we will summon... like Mega Cow or whatever. Actually, can we just... You know what? I'm just going to summon it right now. Summon the Mega Cow. And then offer cow sacrifice. There we go. Do your feeding thing. I gave you food. In the morning, I will do more. I don't know what's going to happen if I don't go to bed right now. All right, and bedtime.